Hello everyone, I'm Tone300 and welcome back to GregTech New Horizons. So I've been very busy around the base for the last few days. I've been expanding the Oreberry farm, expanding the factory area, improving things, getting everything a little bit more automated, added a few more machines, been rewiring the base to the new redstone lossless cables. And I'm just noticing it's getting very dark on me, very quick. I was going to start this episode with a quick tour around the base. But actually, it might be a good opportunity to see it in night time. Yeah, that'd be quite nice. Let's turn around and have a look. Where are we? Can watch the sun go down together and see what it looks like at night time. So I don't actually think I've been up here at night time and seen it all lit up. So I've improved the lighting as well. I've tried to get rid of all the torches on the outside of the base and replace it with glowstone strips, blue ones. So that should look quite nice. Not sure I like the idea of flying down there in the dark, but anyway. Sure, we'll be fine. Yeah, so I've done a few more additions to the base, as I was just saying, and we will go down and have a look in a moment. I'm just waiting for it to get dark. I want to fly down in the dark. So most of the base is now being powered by the power plant. The existing solar setup I will be adding on to the power plant just to increase its output. I've got the last couple of bits to wire into it, such as the farms. But everything else on the base is running by the power plant now. Right, it's definitely getting dark. It's nice and lit up, isn't it? Should we have a little fly down there? Before we get blown up by some mobs. I'm sure they're going to be spawning. There's one there, isn't there? So yeah, it looks quite nice at night time. It's all nicely lit up. A lot of this area is still lit by torches. All the sort of crops and farmlands are all still lit by torch. But the base is now completely lit on the outside by glowstone. So it's looking pretty good. Let's go down a bit lower. Even the power plant looks lovely, doesn't it? Actually, the blue glowstone strip on the white really does look nice, especially in the dark. What we should probably do is go down and skip the night though, before too many mobs spawn on us. I mean, they can't spawn on the marble anyway, so that's good. Right, let's go in and see what we've been up to. So, first look, nothing's really any different here at the moment. The main thing I've been doing is the factory, so I want to run through that with you. I'm not sure if I've shown this or not, but I've now built a tank underneath here, a steel tank. You can't quite see it from here, but I'll show you when we go down. There's the wall there. So this is for the oxygen gas. So the oxygen gas from this centrifuge gets fed into the tank, and from the tank it gets fed into the EBF over here. So now we've got a constant supply. Well, all the time this is running we have anyway. This tends to block up somewhere. Oh, we've just run out of dirt, that's all. I need to put some more dirt in, get the whole process started again. Now let's do that because that's our way of getting aluminium. That's all going in my backpack, isn't it? Well, some of it is. Where's the rest gone? Right, let's put that in there anyway. I'm sure I took more than 4 stacks out then. Where did it go? Why have I got 2 diggers backpacks on me? I don't need that many carrying around at the moment. Right, sorry, yeah, my inventory's a bit too full up at the moment, as usual. Right, let me empty one of these backpacks. I don't need both of these. In fact, we'll just dump it over here somewhere. I quite often leave backpacks in here. So, back to the factory. So that's now running. Obviously this makes our aluminium. So the dirt gets mixed with the mud. Or it gets mixed with water, sorry, to make the mud. We then extract, what do we extract? Clay from the mud. Clay goes into the smelter, makes a brick, goes into the compressor. It's compressed and then does it turn into a fire brick or something? Oh, like a normal brick block. That gets macerated down to brick dust, which we can then centrifuge to get our aluminium dust. It also gives raw silicon, dust and oxygen, which is what we're feeding the EBF with. Right, so enough of that, let's go and see the factory. Should we start upstairs or downstairs? Ooh. Let's go down. Right, we'll start with the ore berries. So you know I kept going through this way and I kept getting spiked all the time. I got fed up with that. So I've made a nice big wide walkway through the middle and really expanded this ore berry farm. So this is what I've been doing. It was taking ages. I was getting a bit bored of it, to be honest, because it took so long, but it was well worth the effort. So all of this is iron. So all iron ore berries in front of me, all the way to the back wall. Then we've got copper, 2 rows of that all the way through to the back wall. The same with the tin, and the same with the gold. So this is making us a lot of materials. Right, there's a way down at the back, but there is a way down here as well. So underneath, well, we saw this set up before, but I have improved it. Obviously it's a lot bigger than it was now for the extra farms. I do need to finish connecting up some of it, as you can see. In fact, we can do that now. So the ore berries are coming into the barrels. They get fed into the macerator. Tiny pile of iron dust. Ah, so what we're going to do with the dust? No, the dust go into here. Why have they stopped? Oh, because I converted it over, but I haven't emptied the machine yet. Okay, that's fair enough. So this used to be a copper setup, but I've changed it to iron. So yeah, into the compressor, then they'll go into the furnace to make the ingots. So let me just go and run through the others, make sure they're actually working, because no, this used to be gold, that's got to come out. That's not accepting any items. So the first machine, the macerator, has got a conveyor cover on it. That should pull the items in. Yep, there we go. And they'll get fed along as long as it's all on the outputs, which it should be. End up in there. Actually, these need to be put onto import as well. Let's fully get this going. What's this pipe? This might be an old pipe that I haven't taken out yet. Yeah, I think it is. I've rerouted all the pipe networks, so I've still got a lot of pipes to remove and things to fill in. So this setup's complete. Right, that should be fine. Yep, more pipes to take out. Okay, that should now run. I know I did some of this in the last episode, but this is on a much bigger scale and I've rerouted everything, so it's a lot more efficient now, hopefully. I'm just having to double check everything because I've changed the setups, changed the inputs, and some things that used to be gold are now iron, etc. That's why we're finding tiny dust, and I actually turned everything off, so that's all on okay. Yeah, I blocked like the pipes from impulsing anything. We just did this one, didn't we? Yeah. This one looks like it's running okay, just need to put pipes to import. So I should take the copper ingots up. Right, tin. Looks like everything's running fine. Just allow the pipes to now take the ingots. Same here. That one. Ah. This one doesn't seem to be doing anything. Or that one. Okay. We'll have to investigate that. Now all the batteries are dead. And it's got no power input. Buffer, turbine. There's no pipes anywhere for the steam. Okay, so it looks like I've forgotten to do this one. Right, we'll come back to them. Let's just do these two machines. That looks like it's running fine. So where's the nearest steam pipe? Here it is. Okay. So I'm going to need some more potted fluid pipes. Although I did want to change this to redstone at some point. rather than having all these turbines everywhere, but we'll keep it as it is for now. Right, so do we have any pipes? Probably not. No. Maybe that's why I didn't do it. I've run out of pipes. Could make some, of course. So it is night time again. Right, I'll show you around the factory area. And actually, I'm going to show you something else that's really quite impressive as well, because I'm quite proud of this. And we've got a speed boost. So, all the pipe network, I had a spaghetti maze of pipes before going everywhere, so I've been taking them all down, I've rerouted them all underneath. As you can see, there's more and more dropping in as we go along. It's funny, we can see the sky. Not sure we'd be meant to be able to see the sky through there, but anyway. Some sort of glitch. Yeah, so they're all underground now, all the pipe network. All been tidied up. Sorry, I think I've rotated the camera way too quick then. We came from here. This is one of our underground tunnels. We just happened to come across it while we were doing this. So all of the pipes come together. The others from the farms are coming in from here. And then they're all going up to barrels up in the factory area. As you can see, there are loads and loads and loads of pipes. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that because it's quite cool. Well, I think it's quite cool. I find that kind of thing cool. Don't know why. But all the kind of workings and the gubbins underground that you don't normally see. So we'll go back upstairs now. I just wanted to show everyone all the pipes underneath. It just takes ages to set all this sort of thing up. There's another one that's not being used anymore. I really do have a lot of tidying up to do, don't I? In fact, that means this one's probably not in use. And this one. I thought I removed most of the pipes, but anyway, never mind. So this is where they'll get fed to, where all the ingots are being stored. So from there, the ones I need at the moment, I've connected up. So I'm using 4 of them at the moment, but obviously more and more will get used as we expand this factory. And here is the new factory area, reworked, revamped. So what we will do is we'll start at the beginning. This is where the circuit boards are made. We saw this before. We've also added some glow flowers to the setup, to the farms upstairs. So this is all being fed from the farm just above us. Which looks like it's nicely filled up. And actually, it's overfilled, isn't it? There's just too much in there. It is slowly getting fed out, so... Right, we'll cover the glow flower shortly. So we've seen this set up before. We have the basic centrifuge, which is centrifuging the sticky resin to make the refined glue. That's being used to make the circuit boards and also the resistors, I think it is. So we've got a copper ingot intake under here. There's a tin item pipe. all the ice and pipes are underneath the floor somewhere. Some of them are on covers, which is quite factory looking, I think. I quite like it. The fact that you could just get a crowbar, pop them up and access your pipes if you need to. I think that's quite cool. So yeah, this is how we're making our circuit boards. Obviously the bending machine and the basic assembly machine. So the foils get fed in along with refined glue. And that should be making us circuit boards. It seems to be doing a lot at the moment. I'm not too sure why. It seems to be, looks like it's idle, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Is it missing a component? Might be the wood planks or something. I don't know. Let's have a look. So the recipe for a circuit board in the assembler requires wood planks as well. Oh, we have plenty of wood planks. Okay, maybe that I've just turned off the input at some point when I was reworking everything. Ah, auto out of output. There we go. We don't even need the cover on it. I don't know why we've got a cover on it. Right, so that's now making circuit boards again. Be a good opportunity for me to check all the machines actually are working because... Right, so that's full up. I do have an overflow chest over here that I'm storing stuff in. As you can see, because I've reworked everything a few times, we've got quite a few spare materials in here to sort. Right, so that's everything working for the circuit boards again. Once it's made a circuit board, they go into this barrel. From there, they get taken out and into this large tin item pipe at the back. This runs the entire length behind all the machines and it collects all the key components to make electric circuits. So that's everything covered there. We know we've got the wood coming in for the macerator to make the wood pulp, which then gets fed into the compressor to make the planks. This is just for people that haven't seen this really. Everyone should have seen it if they've seen the last video. So we've got a coke oven, which has stopped working as well, probably because this has stopped working, so that will allow the resistors to go into that large pipe at the back. Okay, this is waiting on material. I'm hoping it's connected. It should be connected underground. Let's have a look, see how the copper's doing. We might have an empty barrel. No, we don't have any empty barrels. That should be receiving copper. Which it isn't, so we need to investigate that. I guess I could go underneath and have a look, but I like to follow the route, make sure there's no breaks in the pipes. Do you know what it could be? It could be the cover on the barrel. Let's go and have a look. So I might not have set Oh, I haven't put any covers on any of the barrels. Okay, well that's why it's not working then. Right, so we need some covers on these. I do have some on me. So the input, if I remember right, is up from underneath. Yeah, and these are the outputs. Okay, let's check the end one. Oh, that one I have done. Just haven't turned it on yet. That's the tin one, I think. Do you like my little walkway as well? The way I've done the pipes, so I can actually walk through and access all the covers. I've thought about all this. I thought a window as well, so I can look down. I mean, yeah, this little area needs finishing off around the back here. Okay, so all the copper's gone out of those two. Straight away I can see one of the machines is working. It has taken all the ingots. None have gone in the other one. Okay, actually some must have gone in there because it has made some, so. What I might have to do is give it its own supply at some point. Right, so I've split that evenly so they get fed into the drawer, that gets fed into the assembler. Yeah, and the coal dust is coming from there, charcoal dust, so into the assembly machine to make our resistors. So that's all working now. The only little tweak it might need is the input, because I'm using a shared pipe. I think this machine's going to take it more often. So this one might be a bit slow. That might have to be full up before that can work. But we'll see. We'll monitor it, see how it goes. So we should have ingots being fed into this barrel from one of the other barrels. I'm hoping that's working. Although it doesn't look like it's going up, although it's full, isn't it? So let's see. We also need some redstone to feed into here. The redstone I can't fully automate yet. Not until I properly get into MV. So what will happen is the glow flowers being fed into this extractor. That's extracting the glowstone dust from the glow flowers, and then I'm going to feed that into an MV centrifuge for redstone, which will then obviously get fed into these redstone barrels. So hopefully that's going to work now. Yep, there it goes. So that will now make our red alloy wires. These then get fed into the pipe at the back. Okay, on to the next component, the vacuum tubes. So I want to replace this extractor with an MV version as soon as I can. That means I don't have to use quartzite dust anymore, I can then just use sand, which will be a lot easier, because behind me I've set up this system with a rot breaker. So we're making stone with a rot breaker. As we know, it makes it non-stop just by having lava on top and water next to it. Stone gets fed into the forge hammer, which then makes cobblestone, which then gets fed into the next one for gravel, and into another one finally for sand, which then comes down into this barrel like so. I think I turned off the output. I've turned off the output, but we can just demonstrate it working like that. And I'm going to turn it off again, just because it doesn't need to run at the moment, because we're not actually using it. And I want to save power. So, as you probably just noticed, there's a second EBF in my base. Yeah, very exciting. I've got a monitor on it as well, so I can turn that on and off up in the roof. Very cool. It's all connected to an oxygen tank. I can turn on or off as and when I want the oxygen, which we do actually need some more. So we turn that back on. And what's happening here is the iron ingots, which actually, have I fed up a supply? I don't know if I've connected up a supply for the iron ingots yet. It doesn't look like I have, does it? Where does this go then? Right, we need to connect up a supply for the iron ingots, because they get fed into this arc furnace. They get turned into wrought iron. They get macerated, fed into the EBF and turned into steel. As you can see, we've got plenty of wrought iron dust in there. In fact, it's just started up again because I've allowed it to with the oxygen gas. I do turn it off now and then because I don't want too much pollution in the area, so but I'll let it run for a bit. I like seeing my maintenance hatch not covered in duct tape, so at some point I need to do that with the other one as well. You just have to right click your relevant tools in there, like your soldering iron, your hammer, soft mallet, etc. And it repairs everything. So that's making our steel. That then gets fed. What's that? Oh, there's a little dust. There you go. There goes the steel ingot into the item pipe. We can follow it along. Don't know, it must go underground here. And yeah, they come out into this barrel, and there's the dust in that barrel there next to it. So that's for, this is part of the vacuum tube setup as well. So we're making steel rods, obviously going through the lathe, making the steel rods, which, where did I go from there? The steel rods don't seem to be connected. We've got a wire mill, that's connected, that's making copper wires. And again, I haven't connected that. What am I doing? I haven't finished. Wow, the job's never finished with this factory. I swear, I'm always constantly improving it and changing it. How did those steel rods get into there? And those wires in there, unless I put them in there. So, I was going to change this because I used to have 2 item pipes with conveyors on feeding them in. So it would have been like this. And then obviously with conveyors on them as well. But I think one item was blocking the pipe network and the other item wasn't getting fed in, so yeah, like that. So it becomes a bit of an issue. Let me get some more conveyors. I'm going to connect it back up. I thought that was empty then. I was going to say there's nothing running off it. Have I got any more conveyors? Should have some more. Yeah. I should take them all. We'll make some more. Did I cover this refined glue tank? I'm not even sure if I did. I forget what I've done, you see. I've done so much to this base. So after that gets centrifuged, it goes into the tank, so we have to have a little bit of a storage for refined glue, because otherwise it stops making it and all this rubber dust builds up and sticky resin builds up over here. We have too much of that, too much rubber, too much of everything. So at least we'll have a nice big tank of refined glue. And obviously that gets fed into that assembly machine, and that one there as well. So they are connected to it. Right, back on these vacuum tubes. So I need another cover on there. Right, it probably will get blocked up, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I think I was actually going to change it to drawers. I was going to put a drawer on there. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. So I'll have to do that. I need to remember to do that. I'm going to place a random pipe right there, just to remind me that I need to do something here. I'll be like, what's that pipe doing there? Oh yeah, I need to finish this. So, I think that's everything there explained. Obviously the redstone supply will be coming from the sand once we can centrifuge it. Not from the sand, from the glowstone once we get a centrifuge for MV. So yeah, they're the glass tubes. I don't seem to be making any though. Ah, because this one's not connected as well. Yeah, you see, it's too many items. This is a problem we had before. We were going to change it to drawers. It has taken them though. Maybe this will work. Oh, we seem to have all the components except the fluid extractor isn't doing anything. Let's have a look around the back. Right, so I think, yeah, that's probably not got a cover on it as well. And that needs to output into there. Come on, kick into life. Here we go. Yeah, we're missing a molten redstone for the recipe, I think. The fluid also output an item. So once it gets enough, it should start making the vacuum tube. Let's double check the recipe. It doesn't need a lot. That's program 5. There we go. We want to output up. Item also output. And we're making vacuum tubes. Okay, that will take them into the pipe network. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still working on a lot of this. Yeah, they've gone. So, right, everything down there should be working now. I hope. I think we just went through everything and it's all working, so we're making all the components. Right, to my next issue. Right, we was having some issues here. Okay, all the tin ingots are getting fed in, they're making the molten tin. That's being fed into circuit assembler, where it should be. Conveyor module west. Oh yeah, it's pulling it out of there. Output facing north. No, we want it facing up. Okay, that's better. Right, so that's now getting the molten tin we need for the recipe. So the circuit boards and the red alloy wires are already in there. So the resistors don't seem to be going in, or the vacuum tubes. Now, it's a bit of a nuisance this is. I need to set this up with drawers as well, I think. The barrels, it's just not quite working. I think this pipe just gets blocked. I don't know, let's try it. But none of them want import. I've put a central pipe with 4 conveyor modules on feeding the barrels, or feeding out of the barrels. It's probably going to take about 20 seconds before it registers. But hopefully we'll see some more components come in. We might need to look up the circuit. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be taking any more items, does it? That's because there's 64 circuit boards in the pipe and nothing else can fit in there. Yeah, drawers would fix the problem, I think. I'm curious if I did this. Whether it just send the materials back in, like send the circuit boards back to there, and free up a slot for something else. It might do. It hasn't done yet. Come on. I mean, items normally go to their closest location, don't they? So it's only got to go down to there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to change this setup for drawers anyway. This part is not quite having it. Right, let's just give it its components. Right, so we're making circuits. circuit boards have gone into there. Let's relock that. Yeah, that's locked now. Must have unlocked it by accident. Right, so that's making circuits. They should end up in this barrel, like so. Okay, so I've still got a bit of tweaking to do on the end here, but everything else is working quite nicely. This I'm going to monitor, but it seems to be okay. Steel rods can't keep up. That's probably because of how slow the lathe is. And do not an item also output. I mean, the lathe is slow anyway, as we know, but there's nothing really we can do about that. Not yet anyway. Doesn't help, that's not an import. Alright, here we go. So 14 seconds, it's not too bad to make a steel rod. I think the output is facing up, isn't it? Output facing west. Or do we have a conveyor on the top? Oh, we have a conveyor on the top. Yeah, that exports. So that pushes whatever that is, steel dust into there. Right, okay. I think that setup is working now, as it should. Got some for your buffers. We're quite close to the surface here, there's just one block of marble and then a block of dirt and then we're outside. In fact, here might just be the block of marble and that's it. Yeah, look. One block and then dirt, so this part is literally, that is the surface block. So all of our copper has gone. Right, we need to set up the iron supply for the arc furnace. But other than that, we're good. And obviously we've got to rejig this. I mean, I can take items out and just put them in, but it's a shame that didn't work. I can hear one of our Enderman friends. Oh, he's in the base, okay. They've always loved to come visit me whenever I do an episode, I swear. I haven't seen one for ages. I don't want him to do anything bad in here. He wasn't very strong, was he? Was he still alive? Sure, I saw him die. There he is down there, he's not very happy. Where's Dave, our iron golem? Hey, haven't you noticed we've got an intruder? Come on, do your job. See if we can get him into action. He likes this part of the base. He always hangs out around here. No, you're not going to go and do it, are you? You're not interested. He's there, go get him. That's it. Make sure you get me an ender pearl as well. What are you doing? Why would you go that way? You're gonna die now, I've got them. Oh. R.I.P. Dave the Iron Golem. Right. I don't know why he didn't want to go this way. What? Where did he go now? I give up. We know he's here somewhere, but whether he's upstairs or downstairs, I've got no idea. I can see him on the map. No, he's not here. Oh well, he's gone. So, I think I'll leave this episode there then. Did you like my factory, everyone? It's pretty cool, wasn't it? I mean, the rest of the base is all pretty much the same still. This is for when I get into Thorncraft. I do want to get into that soon, actually. Now I've got aluminium, I can make a wand. So, I might start doing that soon. Yeah, not sure what this bit's going to be for up here yet. Some magic stuff, I'd no doubt. So yeah, thank you all for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the new factory setup. I know I've still got to tweak a few more bits. But yeah, it was a good chance to have a look around part of the base as well, see how everything's developing. My huge Auberry farm, that's the main thing I've been concentrating on. That's taken me, well, you know how long Auberries take, quite a while. Thankfully, once you get one farm set up, they do farm them quite quickly, so you do build up quite a big stockpile in a short time. So, yeah, thank you all for watching again, and hope you've enjoyed it. Please do leave me some comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing lots more great content soon. So, yep, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.